never give up. That was one of the most famous lines from Churchill's addresses. Churchill was an amazing, outstanding speaker, and he told us never to give up. But he wasn't just an amazing speaker. He was a fearless leader against one of the most evil people that's ever lived, Hitler. So, today I want to know, have you given up? Have you given up? Has the world beaten you down into its little mold? Has it told you, you can only do this much? This is how much you can change. Has it convinced you that you need to stop trying? See, the world needs great leaders. The world needs great leaders. And to be a great leader and a great speaker, you need tools. Well, folks, today I want to tell you that Toastmasters delivers. Toastmasters has a great program called the DTM. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you guys can get that. See, the DTM doesn't just give you great speaking abilities. Everyone goes, oh, Toastmasters, yeah, that's about speaking. But they don't tell you about the leadership program. There's a whole arm just for a leadership program. So, I am going to challenge you to make a goal to become a DTM. Now, how many of you set up in your mind a goal that says, I want to be a mediocre speaker? Does anyone have that goal? Well, you see, we all are very familiar with the Competent Communicator Manual. See, there's 10 speeches in this manual, and each speech teaches you how to develop a specific skill. For instance, icebreaker. Ramesh just came up here and gave us an amazing icebreaker. The icebreaker gets you up here, gets you familiar with standing here, keeping your hands by your sides, not rocking back and forth, and not playing with your pants or your shirt. Right? It gets you up here. That's just the beginning. Then you move on to organize your speech. You have to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So these are the basics. You learn how to use your voice, vocal variety, which I just demonstrated. Right? And then you learn that your body is telling a message. If you're like this, and you're giving a message about leadership, is that what you want to convey? Your body is speaking, and you need to make sure your body is telling the same message that your voice is. So each of these speeches in the Competent Communicator Manual teaches you these different techniques. But that's not where it ends. See, you get the CC, Competent Communicator, first 10 speeches. You give each speech, and you get an evaluation that tells you how you did. See, in a little bit, Ramesh is going to get an evaluation, and Beam is going to tell Ramesh how he did and how he can do better. But that's not where it ends, folks. See, once you get your Competent Communicator, you move into the really exciting stuff, okay? The Advanced Communicator Manuals. Each of these Advanced Communicator Manuals has 5 speeches, and you get to pick 2 of them, and you get them free when you're done with your CC, okay? So, for instance, Speaking to Inform. I'm right now finishing my last speech in the Specialty Speeches Manual. And now I'm going to move into the Speaking to Inform. I'm going to be speaking in Key West next week from this manual. So in 5 more speeches, I'm going to be done with this block on this chart. So you go from a new member, you finish your CC, you get your Advanced Communicator Bronze. For each of those speeches, you're going to get another evaluation. So that's 20 speeches you'll have finished with 20 evaluations on how to become a better speaker. What other program gives you this besides Toastmasters? When you finish each of these different blocks, this is another 10, this is another 10, you'll have finished 40 speeches. You'll have given over 5 hours worth of public speaking and gotten 40 different evaluations from different people. Can you imagine what an amazing speaker you're going to be? You are not going to be a mediocre speaker. I can tell you, you're going to be able to deliver powerful messages that inspire, motivate, and empower your audience. But that's not the end. See, when you get your DTM, it's not a badge that says that you can now start changing the world. It doesn't say, okay, this is your award, please go and start giving speeches. No, this means you've given 40. You've impacted all those audiences all the way along. You've been able to inspire those people. It says that you have done it. It's a badge of honor. But let's talk about leadership. So, does the world need leaders? Okay, let's think about Churchill. He had to face Hitler. That was an amazing enemy, someone who took all of his wit and bravado to fight against. But does the world have problems like that still? What are some problems that the world still has? Does anyone know? Anything that you see in the news that maybe could use a leader? Terrorism, great. Healthcare. Anything else? Climate change? Corruption? Washington? Tiger Woods? Okay, I'm hearing that the world still needs great leaders. We haven't solved all the problems yet. We still need leadership in the world. Okay, how about America? Does America still need leaders? I've already heard Washington. The economy? Healthcare? Anything else? America still needs strong leadership skills. All right? How about companies? Is our company perfect? Do we still need to innovate? Do we still need to create new products that help our customers? How about making work more exciting? Do we still need innovative leaders? I think that's a yes. We need leadership. We need leadership skills. And Toastmasters has the answer. You see, Toastmasters has a philosophy that you learn by doing. You don't just read a book or take a class and hear a lecture. You actually do it. So let's talk about the Toastmaster Leadership Program. Okay? It starts out with the competent leader. Okay? The CL, the competent leader, is the first branch. And you can actually start on this right away. How many of you have already started your competent leader? All right. There's a whole bunch of you. So the competent leader gives you credit for doing things that you do anyways. All right? Today we have an all-counter, a sheesh. Right? You can get credit for being an all-counter. See, the program works like this. There are 10 different projects that teach you different leadership skills. First is listening. Second is critical thinking. Next, giving feedback, time management, organizing a team, motivating people, team building. So you get to do 10 different projects that teach you these 10 different leadership skills. And they're doing things that you do anyways. So while you're an all-counter, you can have an evaluation of how you did. How was your listening skills? Can you improve? After you finish this, you are going to be a much better leader. And that's just the first step. After that, you go into the advanced communicator or advanced leader bronze. Now, in the bronze, we have the officer roles. So I'm a president, and as a president, I'm an officer. Now, we have 7 officers, and today we had an election, and in July, we'll have another set of 7 officers. And each of those roles gives you credit, so you get to actually develop your leadership skills. Now, it doesn't stop there. As you can see on the beautiful, this is avant-garde, is we go into the Advanced Leader Silver. Now, as Advanced Leader Silver, you actually hold a district office. Now, we have an area governor, we all know him, Jim Lightfoot. He's come here before. Jim Lightfoot is a district officer as an area governor. And as an area governor, you get to reign over 5 or 6 clubs instead of cross-functional meetings. We just had a Christmas event recently. This is a very exciting role where you can impact hundreds and hundreds of people. See, you don't have to wait until you get a DTM to start impacting lives and changing lives. You can start right now. And when you move into the Advanced Leader Silver, you run something called a High Performance Leadership Program. And the High Performance Leadership Program is very, very exciting. Some of the things you can do with it are volunteer with various organizations in your community. You can also run a youth conference. Can you imagine if you had learned these skills when you were 12 or 13? Can you imagine what kind of communicator you could be today? Well, you can go into a school and run a Toastmasters youth program. And that would be part of towards your Advanced Leader Silver. So this is things that you can do to impact our society right now while you're getting it. Okay, so you see, DTM does not mean that you have permission now to start making impact in the world. It means that you have already been doing it. It means that you are a leader. It means that you are one of the few brave people in our society who stepped out to become not only a great speaker, but a great leader. Now, think about your skills, okay? A lot of us are in IT. So, okay, we have Java, we have C#, we have Unix, right? Each of you has those skills, plus any other hobbies that you have, any other interests. All of those skills are a formula. Now, add DTM to it. Imagine the power. You would be unstoppable. See, you guys, the world wants to squish us into its little mold. It wants to tell us that this is where we belong, and we need to stay there. Well, we have to fight back. We can never, ever give up. Thank you.